I'm Gabrielle and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you 5 things you can do to sell your house fast in Washington, D.C. The first thing you'll want to do is to prepare your home to sell. Now what do I mean by that? If we want to get top dollar, we have to make your home look top dollar. One of the examples I use with a lot of my seller clients is a case where if you're planning to sell your car, you're not just going to let it sit out on the street, collect pollen from the trees, and snap a couple photos from your phone and post it to Craigslist and hope for the best. No, you're probably gonna take it to get detailed or at least washed and thoroughly cleaned and waxed and make sure the photos are on a beautiful day. You're gonna wanna make it look like it's worth what we're asking for. You may also have, like most of us, myself included, this list of things that you've been putting off getting done in your home, some loose ends here and there. Or if you're working with an agent, they can recommend a home inspector to get your home pre-inspected before you go to market so that there's no surprises that come up afterwards. Really, the reason why I suggest this is because you want to make sure these things are tightened up before photos are taken, before buyers are walking through your home, because buyers will start to notice anything that's sort of been left unmanaged and kind of out in the open. And mentally, they're just going to start knocking off dollars from the price as they see things pop up. So if we can get those fixed and repaired before you go to market, even better. While you're preparing to sell, the second thing you'll want to focus on is curb appeal. And personally, I think this even applies to people living in condominiums, because really that's going to be the first impression that buyers are seeing before they enter the building or enter your home. So whether it's your own personal home or a condo building, you can also reach out to your management company and work with them to just touch up or brighten some of the landscaping outside. The reason why I think this is so important is because the first photo that buyers see online of your home is going to be an outside photo. So we really just want to make sure that that landscaping and curb appeal is going to lure buyers in even further and get them to set up a tour to view your home. So if you want to attract as many buyers as quickly as possible, make sure your landscaping and curb appeal are on point. The third thing that I think is so important, especially in a hot market like Washington, D.C., is staging your home. It's a small investment that actually has yielded the highest ROI of things that you can do to improve your home before you list it. How you present your home when buyers enter will influence how quickly you sell your home. In a hot market like Washington, D.C., you'll notice that you have a lot of competition, and most of your competition will have staged their homes. So if you're looking to sell your house fast, you're going to want to make sure that you've also staged your home and that your staging is beyond your competitors. Virtual staging is an option. It's not optimal, and I wouldn't recommend it, because while it may get buyers to your house, once they arrive, if they go from seeing photos of a beautifully staged home to a completely vacant home, it can really leave them disappointed and confused on the layout, the size of things. Just picturing their furniture in the space, it's going to make it a lot more difficult in a vacant home. And especially for condominiums, because these are generally smaller spaces, a vacant condo can actually appear smaller than if it were staged. This is also feedback that I've gotten from a lot of my buyers while we're out touring. They can find a condo that's in the perfect location. The square footage looks to be exactly, if not sometimes more than what they're looking for, and will walk into the vacant condo and the buyers are so confused. Even with measuring tape, you still have a level of, will my stuff fit here? I can't visualize it. And oftentimes those are going to be the buyers that it's going to take them a while to make the decision. Your home will be sitting on the market while they're thinking about it. They might have to come back 2-3 times to do more measurements. And again, it's just something that's not going to get your home sold the fastest. Fourth, and one of the most important factors, is price. Particularly getting realistic on the market value of your home. So often I have sellers who come to me and say, let's list it for $20,000 above market value, and that way we can drop the price if it doesn't sell, or I just have wiggle room to negotiate. But what they fail to realize is that your property is worth the most the first day it hits the market. This is also when you have the highest negotiating power as a seller. Every day that goes by is costing you. And as I say, the most expensive days are days on market. In a buyer's eyes, every day that goes by, your home is worth less. So as buyers watch your home sit on the market, in their minds, they're already starting to think, how low can I get this home for? So if you're thinking to wait a couple of weeks to drop the price, you'll actually be at less of an advantage because you probably are not going to even get market value at that point when you factor in how long your home's been sitting on the market. And you're really reducing the buyer pool because once buyers see your home sitting for a while, they're going to think that there's something wrong with it. That's why it's been sitting. There's just something I'm not seeing in the photos, or this probably isn't a seller that's taking care of their home and I'd rather keep looking. So if you want to sell your home fast, you need to price it right. And if time is a priority, make sure that you're looking at your competition. Where are they priced? How do they compare to your place? Also look at the absorption rate to get a sense of how many homes actually sell per month in your neighborhood. And based on competition, you'll know that, let's say there are 6 homes on the market, 1 home is selling per month. So you're gonna have to look better than the other 5 homes that you're up against. And to be honest, with time being a priority, depending on where you rank in your competition, sometimes you might have to price your home slightly below the market value. Last and really important is your marketing strategy. And this really falls on your listing agent. Gone are the days of listing agents just taking subpar photos, sometimes even with their own camera, and posting them on the MLS and just hoping for the best. That's just not the way we do things, and especially in a crazy market like Washington, D.C. Today, a buyer's first interaction with your home is gonna be through the internet. So your internet presence is so important. Here are a handful of things that I do when I'm working with my sellers. I hire a professional photographer, and this isn't someone that just knows how to use a DSLR. This is going to be someone who knows the right angles to take inside the home, outside the home, and also in the neighborhood. And it's someone who is very well skilled in editing. For example, if you have a home that has a beautiful view, whether it's a tree-lined street or waterfront, you're gonna wanna make sure that you're capturing that view from the inside of the home out. And there are editing skills that photographers can use to make that view really come through in photos. The second thing I'll do, and this really depends on the seller's timeline and the property, is have a video made or a virtual tour or even an aerial view of the home, depending on the location. Something that's crucial that a lot of agents fail to add is a floor plan layout. The reason why I say to add this is because your property will actually get more clicks if you have a floor plan layout, and it's because it allows buyers, again, like to get one step closer to what it's like to live in your home. I can't tell you how many times I've had buyers ask me when they see a home online, hey, I'm not sure if we want to see that home. Like, do you know if they have a floor plan layout? And when they don't, it's really up in the air whether my buyers are going to want to see the home or not. The other thing I'll leverage is coming soon marketing in the MLS. And this can be especially helpful to sellers who have a quick timeline and they need to get their home sold soon. We can leverage this capability to start spreading the word even sooner. Last and arguably most important, social media, and not just posting on your news feed. That's great, but actually leveraging social media and driving tangible results. And I work closely with my sellers to explain how I accomplish that. And that's it. I think as you're considering listing your home, something to continuously keep in mind is how a buyer is going to look at your home. And there are really 5 things that buyers focus on when they're considering your home. And that's going to be location, price, size, condition, and features/amenities, depending on whether you're a single family home or a condo building. Thank you so much. I hope this was super helpful, and don't forget to hit subscribe below to tune into next week's video.